All right.
We have two people voting.
On this problem, when I go to simplify this, if it's an equation, our strategy is to get rid of the fraction. Now, I did tell you, you need to make a note for what x cannot be. What can x not equal in this problem?
0.
-3.
I think it's just -3, because even if I put in 0, my bottom, the denominator isn't 0. All right, then, what do we do?
Decided to show up.
I was finishing my president thing real quick for government. I guess MLK to, I have MLK kids.
Okay. So, what would I do now?
Multiply by the x.
Trying to cancel out all of the denominators. So this one has a 3, so everything has to multiply by a 3. This one has an x plus 3, everything has to multiply by x plus 3. The most common mistake I am seeing is right here. People say, oh, I canceled my 3, I canceled the x plus 3, I'm good to go. But there is a problem with what I have written. I didn't do it on the other side. People, when they see a term without a fraction, some of you have been leaving that off, it still gets multiplied by everything. So I still have to take it times the 3 and an x plus 3. Okay, so then I have 3x plus 1 times my x plus 3 minus my 4x times 3. Over here we have a 3x times x plus 3. Second mistake I'm seeing is signs, so make sure you are keeping close watch on your negatives. All right, so at this point, if we FOIL those out, we get 3x squared plus 9x plus 1x, so plus 10x plus 3 minus 12x equals 3x squared plus 3x. What would I do next?
I like terms.
We should bring everything over. So we can subtract over this 3x squared. And those cancel. So we have a negative 2x plus 3 equals 3x. If I add my 2x over, I get 3/5. What do I need to do at this point? We just have to make sure that it's an okay answer, right? All we said here was that x couldn't be -3, so is 3/5 okay?
Mhm.
Yes. So I'm done. Is that okay? Sometimes our denominators, we might have to do a little work before we just multiply, like if I said x plus 2 over x plus 4 plus 5 over x equals 10 over x squared plus 4x. All right. What would I need to do first?
Take on next.
Right. We always want our denominators to be factored so that we aren't multiplying by more than we need to. What can x not be on this problem? Anything else? 0, since we have a plain x in the denominator. All right, so then we get rid of them. This has x plus 4, so everything gets multiplied by x plus 4. So those cancel, and these cancel. I still have an x left on the bottom, so everything needs to be multiplied by an x. That cancels here and here. So we're left with x times the x plus 2, 5 times the x plus 4 equals 10. Are we okay there? Then it's just a matter of multiplying out to solve. So we have x squared plus 7x. If I subtract over my 10, what does that factor into? And we solve and get -5 and -2. Quick check, we couldn't have -4 or 0, so both of these are okay. If one of them wasn't, we throw that answer out. So that's our recap on equations. Are we good with those? Okay. Let's talk about at least one inequality problem.
Equal to, preferably.
The inequalities. You said an equal to. Okay, inequalities, we have to get set up a certain way to solve it. We have to have 0 on one side and a single fraction on the other. So to get my 0, we have to. This is like 2 over 1. I'm wanting a single fraction, so we need a common denominator. So I have to multiply this by 2x plus 3 on top and bottom. So 5 over 2x plus 3 minus over here, that would be a 4x plus 6 over 2x plus 3. All right, this is a place where I'm seeing mistakes on these inequality problems. This minus right here, I need to distribute it all the way through. So then when I put them together, I have a -4x minus 1 over 2x plus 3, less than or equal to 0. Now we have the proper setup. Sometimes it's this way from the start, other times we have to do all this work to get there. Once we have a fraction on one side and 0 on the other, what do we do? Okay, so if I add my 1 and divide, we get -1/4. This one we subtract 3 and divide, that's -3/2. Then what do we make? Put the smaller one on the left, so that's -3/2. And then a -1/4. I am plugging these things in back up here. Right, we need test points, so smaller than -3/2, so maybe a -2. In between them, maybe a -1, and then bigger, maybe 0. If I put in a -2, I get 8 minus 1, so that's positive. On the bottom, -4 plus 3 is negative. Positive and a negative make. If I put in a -1, 4 minus 1 is positive. -2 plus 3 is positive. 2 positives make a positive. Put in 0, we get a -1 over a positive 3, so that is negative. When I'm looking at this sign, if a number is less than 0, is it positive or negative? Negative. So I want the negatives. These are the 2 times my graph was negative. Equal to says bracket, but the bottom of a fraction can never be 0. So the denominator has to get a parenthesis. So my -3/2 has to have a parenthesis. And I can put a bracket on my -1/4. So my answer is -infinity to -3/2 union bracket -1/4 to infinity. All right. Any questions? Do we need any other review? You should have plenty of time to take this quiz. It's not very long, so take your time. Make sure you get the wrong answer,